Hey YouTube, this is Eddie's Tech Talk, and that's not a Buick, except wait, that's exactly what it is, a Buick. This is the Buick Encore, a kind of newer entry from Buick into the segment. It's really, if you think of the Ford EcoSport or the Hyundai Kona, but a really upscale, more luxury version of those vehicles, that's what this vehicle really is. It's a compact SUV, kind of sporty, but also kind of luxury, an interesting crossover, an interesting twist. So let's go around the vehicle and see what we have going on here. So, typical Buick styling in the front. Very typical, what you would expect from something from Buick. As we go around here, I don't think there's anything particular to write home about. Really just normal Buick styling, normal compact SUV. Those real luxury, upscale type features will most likely be on the interior of the vehicle. So let's take a look at this trunk space right now. Again, it is a compact SUV, so you're going to get that compact SUV type cargo space, and I think this might even be a little limited comparatively to the competition. I think that it might even be a little less. But in any case, it's decent, not great, nothing to write home about. This has been the exterior of the Encore, and let's take a look at the interior to see some of those luxury features. So when you get into the vehicle, the first thing that I happen to notice is that there's memory seating in the vehicle, so that's really nice. So if you have multiple drivers of the vehicle, you can set your own seating position, where you like the seat, how you like it high or low, or whatever it is that you like to do in the seat of the Encore. Set it as your personal seating, and then when someone else drives the car, adjusts it all back, you just have to press one button and it'll switch its way all back to the way that you like it, which is nice and a good feature in something like a Buick, something like a luxury vehicle. Now, in terms of the driving position, I'm actually not sure how I feel about this. To be close enough to the pedals where I can reach them comfortably and operate them comfortably, I feel like I'm a little bit close to the wheel. I feel like I'm a little too close, as it were. Now, I'm not sure if this is really that adjustable. It's not a gyroscoping steering wheel. It does come in and out though, but it's not full gyroscope, so I can push that pretty far back, and now I don't feel quite as cramped in. But still a little bit. Might just be due to the seating, the way this seat's configured. I can't change all the options right now. I do like the center instrument cluster here, what's in front of me. It's all analog, fuel's analog, engine temperature's analog, speedometer, tachometer analog. There is a small screen in the middle there. I'm sure that'll tell you like your miles to empty, but we're not going all new technology screens everywhere with that. Speaking of screens though, we do have this main infotainment system. This is IntelliLink, and to me it looks a little bit basic. That's a little obnoxious sound there, wow. It looks a little bit basic, a little bit dated even, but it doesn't look that, that bad. There's a compass in there, music. It does the job, it looks like, but it's certainly not the greatest infotainment system that I've seen. It's there and it works. What's nice though to me is that the climate, you have physical knobs to change the climate, so you don't have to devote a lot of attention to the screen while you're driving. You can just be driving, be paying attention to the road, and then be able to change that without looking down at the instrument panel here. So I do like that there's also a shifter, a physical shifter that you can move back. It's just a satisfying feeling, and it does have some of those luxury features like the compartment that flips up. So if you have coins down here, cords, whatever it is, this is actually a pretty deep compartment, you can hide them pretty quickly, make your car look not very cluttered and not very, messy. So we do have two cup holders here as well, and then we have the console here to put some stuff in, but it's not terribly large. And for something like a Buick, I was expecting something maybe a little bit nicer. I don't know what trim this is at. There's no information on that anywhere. It is decent. The steering wheel is wrapped. The seats feel good. They're leather. But I was expecting something maybe slightly more premium. Not totally, not a ton, but just a little bit. But in general, the vehicle's pretty nice. It's got a good set of features. Let's see what the back seat's like. So sitting in the back of the Buick Encore, I have a decent amount of legroom. Again, this is my normal 5'9" driving position, and I have a decent amount of legroom. But there is a way that sitting in the seats, I'll even put my seatbelt on here to demonstrate. Of course, always stay safe. They're out on the roads, kids. But if I put on my seatbelt, which I totally can't do because that's gone. All right, Buick, very into safety. Where's my seatbelt? Not here. Anyways, when I'm sitting back in the seat, I feel like I'm reclined, like I'm leaned back. And I just don't know how I feel about that seating position. It feels okay, but not that great. But I do have a decent amount of leg room. Sometimes my legs will touch up here. Sometimes they won't, depending on where I'm sitting. But I just don't know how I feel about the kind of more reclined feel of these back seats. But it's decent, it's okay. I was expecting something a little more. This could be a more base trim of the Encore, to be fair. There's no information about this on any plaques or anything nearby, so I don't know what this car is spec'd out as. But what do you guys think of the Buick Encore? Let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Actually, no cup holders in the rear that I can see. So, a little odd choice from Buick to not have a cup holder. We have to reshoot that. Crap.
There's a cup holder.
Many cup holders. Lots of cups can be fit. Only two, but they're there.